And now it's time for Philip's Radio Show! Welcome, folks, to this special episode of my show. Today we have two special guests, Mr. A and Mr. X. These two men will tell us of the teachings of Muhammad, explain the 5 pillars of Islam, and relate Islam's connections to Judaism and Christianity.
Thank you for inviting us, Phil. Glad to be here.
Thanks for inviting me. Also glad to be here.
So, I heard he thought himself as Allah's final prophet. So what can you tell us about Muhammad's teachings?
Well, Muhammad taught us that we should believe that there is one God and follow his guidance to obtain mercy and salvation.
He also taught us that there is no intermediary between God and man, and that those who really believe in God and his prophets recognize the religion of Prophet Muhammad as their own. They receive it with enthusiasm as one does a long-lost belonging.
Interesting. Mr. A, do you have anything to add?
Just one more thing. There are several parts to the credo based on prophetic guidance. Belief in God, the angels, the scriptures, the prophets, the resurrection of man and life after death, heaven and hell, as well as recognition of God as the overriding Lord and sovereign.
Okay, we just learned about the teaching of Muhammad, and now Mr. A and Mr. X will teach us about the 5 pillars of Islam, right after this commercial break.
Asad's house, only for $99. If you want to buy it, call me in 999999. Thank you.
Hello and welcome back to Philip's Radio Show, where we learn some things and forget some things. We just heard about the teachings of Muhammad, and now we will learn about the 5 pillars of Islam. Mr. A, begin! What are the 5 pillars of Islam?
Well, in a nutshell, there is the Shahada, declaring there's no God except God, and Muhammad is God's messenger. And the Salat, ritual prayer 5 times a day. Also the Psalm, fasting and self-control during the blessed months of Ramadan. The Zakat, giving 2.5% of one's saving to the poor and needy. And lastly, the Hajj, pilgrimage to Mecca at least once in a lifetime, if he or she is able to do.
Well, that kind of wraps it up. Mr. X, how about you explain how Islam relates to Judaism and Christianity?
Connections between Islam and Judaism or Christianity are quite simple. Abraham and Moses were the prophets in all 3 religions. They believe same God, also they have almost same morals and same 10 commandments. However, they have different viewpoints. Christians think that Jesus is Son of God. Jews says that Moses is the best prophet and they don't think Jesus is true Son of God. But Islam think that Muhammad is greatest prophet ever.
Well, that kind of wraps that up. Thank you for joining Philip Duncan's radio show, Mr. A and Mr. X.
You're welcome. I'm glad to be here and tell you the teachings and there's many things about Islam. Thank you.
Thank you for inviting us, Phil. I really had a good time explaining the teachings of Muhammad and all the stuff about Islam. Thank you again.
You're welcome. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we will come back next week. Thank you.